You hear people talking about earnings reports all the time, but if you're new to trading, you might not fully understand what they are or how to use them to your advantage as a beginner. Now, what makes earnings reports perfect for a beginner specifically is that they always come out on a planned date. What I mean is, you know weeks ahead of time when the next report is coming, which gives you plenty of time to research the stock and plan a trade before the report ever drops. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to trade an earnings report as a beginner, so you can start taking advantage of one of the biggest opportunities in the stock market. And real quick, just so we're clear, nothing in this video is financial advice. Always do your own research before putting your money into anything. How earnings move stocks. So earnings reports are basically a quarterly update on how a public company is performing as a business. Every company listed on a public exchange has to file one of these every 3 months, and they share things like how much revenue they brought in, how much profit they made, and what they expect to do over the next few months. These reports usually get dropped before the market opens or after it closes, never during regular trading hours, since the new information would create chaos if it were to drop while everyone was actively trading. Now, what makes these reports move stocks so much is that the market spends weeks pricing in expectations before the report ever drops. For example, Wall Street analysts publish forecasts for what they think the company will report, and traders position themselves around these forecasts long before the actual numbers come out. So by the time a report finally hits, the entire market is comparing the real numbers to the expectations, and the bigger the differences between those two, the more the stock moves when trading reopens. And what makes earnings such a strong catalyst for a beginner is that the reports are scheduled weeks in advance. Most of the catalysts that move a stock hit with no warning, like breaking news or sentiment spikes. So with those, you have to react in seconds or you'll miss the move. But with earnings, you can build a watch list of upcoming reports days or even weeks ahead of the release. Do all of your research in advance and have your plan ready before the report comes out. Reading an earnings report. All right, so once you understand why earnings move stocks, the next thing to figure out is what to look for inside of those reports when they actually drop, because that's what tell you which way the stock is going to move. Every earnings report contains dozens of numbers, but as a beginner, there's only 3 that you really need to focus on to know whether the market is going to react positively or negatively. The first one is revenue, which is the total amount of money the company brought in over the quarter. The market compares the actual revenue compared to what the analysts were expecting the company to make. So for example, if the analysts predict that a company would bring in $10 million, but the company actually reports $12 million, that's called a beat, and the stock usually goes up at open. But if that same company only reports $8 million, that's called a miss, and the stock will usually drop. The second one is EPS, or earnings per share, which is the company's profit divided by the total number of shares outstanding. Like revenue, EPS gets compared to analyst expectations. So a beat or a miss on EPS actually matters more than revenue because it shows how profitable the business actually is. A company can grow its revenue without actually making any profit if their costs grew even faster, and EPS shows you whether or not that's happening. For example, if analysts were expecting a company to report an EPS of about $1.50, but the company actually reports $2, that's a beat, and the stock goes up at open because the company actually was more profitable than the analysts expected. And again, if that same company actually reported $1 instead of $1.50, that's called a miss and the stock will drop. And the third number, the one that usually moves the stock the most, is called forward guidance. Forward guidance is the company's own projection for what they expect to report the next quarter. So it's basically the company telling the market what they think is coming. And this matters more than revenue and EPS because it shows you what the next 3 months are going to look like, which changes how the market values the stock in the months coming forward. So if analysts were expecting a company to make $40 million in the next quarter, but the company themselves come out and say that they expect $50 million, the stock usually goes up at open because now investors are expecting more from them in the next quarter. But if a company says they're only going to make $30 million, then the stock goes down because now investors are expecting less. And what you'll actually see sometimes is a company beating on revenue and EPS, but telling the market they expect to do worse next quarter. When that happens, the stock can usually drop hard at open, even though the actual quarter was strong, because investors are now expecting the next quarter to be weaker. And the opposite also happens when a company misses on revenue or EPS, but tells the market they expect to do better next quarter, and the stock again goes up because now investors are expecting to do a lot stronger in the next quarter. Finding upcoming earnings reports. So now that you know what to look for in an earnings report, the next step is knowing how to find those upcoming earnings reports before they hit, so you have time to research the stock and plan your trade in advance. Earnings seasons happens every 3 months when a wave of companies report all at once, but there are also individual companies reporting every single day. So you need an easy way to find out what's coming up. And the tool that I use is called Stocks.News, which is a mobile trading research app. It has every upcoming earnings data built into a feature called Stock Events. Stock Events shows you every earnings report scheduled for the week and last week and next week, so you can see what's coming up and what just happened in one place. If you want to to check out Stocks.News for yourself, I'll leave a link in the description. So let me actually show you what this looks like inside of the app. So here we are in the Stocks.News app. What we're going to do is we're going to click stocks and just scroll down, and right there you'll see stock events. And here you can see tabs for this week, last week, and next week. You can also see it split up by earnings, dividends, splits, and IPO. And if we click more, you can see we'll get a full list with dates to the side on earnings reports that came out this week, the ones that came out last week, again with the dates, and again the dates on those as well. And if you click on one of the stocks, it'll also show you the EPS estimated, and the period. Very easy to follow, and it's all there in one place. Once you're in stock events, you can scroll through every company reporting that week, see the exact date and time of each report, and start planning which ones you want to trade. Now, once you can see all the upcoming earnings, the next step is actually picking which ones to focus on, because there can be a ton of companies reporting in any given week. The easiest filter for any beginner to focus on is stocks you already know, since trading earnings on a company you've never heard of means you're guessing what the market will react to. Bigger name companies usually tend to have more analyst coverage, more news flow, and more trading volume, which all make the move after earnings a whole lot more predictable and easier to trade. From there, add the ones you want to trade onto your watch list in the app so you can track them in the days leading up to the report. So here in the stock events tab, let's say I want to follow a report coming out next week for Campbell's. What I can do is go back home and look up CPB Campbell's, click on the ticker, and if I click this bell up here, I can set sentiment alerts, mention spikes, and add this to my alerts. And by clicking the star, I can add the stock to my watch list. I'll get notified anytime anything happens regarding this stock here, which will be super useful given the report is coming out next week. I need all the data I can get. And Stocks.News makes it super easy and puts it all into one place for me. That way, you'll get a notification on your phone anytime something happens. For example, this could be a press release, an upgrade from an analyst, or an unusual spike in trading volume, when to take the trade. Once you've found a stock with upcoming earnings and you've done your research, the last question is when to actually take the trade. And there are really two different approaches you can take. The first is a positioning before earnings, which means you're buying or shorting the stock in the days leading up to the report based on what you think is going to happen. The second is trading the reaction after the report drops, which means waiting until the numbers are public and the stock has already moved, then taking a position based on where price is heading from there. For a beginner, I'd recommend starting with the second approach, since waiting for the report to drop and then trading based on how it moved is way more predictable than guessing what the company is going to report. Positioning before earnings is basically a bet on which way the report will move the market. And even Wall Street analysts who do this for a living get this wrong all the time. But once the report is public, you can actually see the numbers, see how the stock is reacting, and make a decision based on real data instead of prediction. Now, the way you'd actually take the trade is by waiting for the stock to settle after the open before you enter. In the first few minutes after open, the price can move 5, 10%, or sometimes more in either direction as everyone reacts to the news at the same time. And trying to trade in that initial chaos is the easiest way to lose money as a beginner. Once the first wave of trading slows down, usually 15 to 30 minutes after open, you'll see the stock either keep going in the same direction or reverse. And that's where you can make a more informed entry. Either way, set a stop loss before you enter, which is basically a safety net, which automatically sells your shares if the stock falls below a certain price. That way, you don't have to just sit there watching it fall, hoping that it recovers. And make sure you keep your position to no more than 1 or 2% of your total account on any single earnings trade, because these moves can be extreme in any direction. Now, before you risk any of your money on a real earnings trade, I highly recommend practicing the entire process first on a simulator, just so you can get the mistakes out of the way before you actually lose any money. The Stocks.News app actually gives you a simulator with $100,000 in fake money, and it runs on live data, so you can place your trades around real earnings reports and see how they would have played out without anything on the line. Once you've done a few earnings trades on the simulator and you're actually profitable, that's a sign you're probably ready to go in with some real money. So if you want to start trading earnings reports with everything in one place, you can download the Stocks.News app for free using the first link in the description. The app itself is free to download, but the main trading tools like the live scanner, news research, watch list alerts, sentiment tracking, and the simulator are available in premium, which you can still try for free using the 7-day trial. So again, you can download the Stocks.News app using the first link in the description. And if you want to learn how I find winning trades every single day, make sure to check out this video next.